Gestapo have turned Hotel Terminus into their headquarters. The Gestapo have turned Hotel Terminus into their headquarters. Any information on why they've locked down the district is likely to be kept there, as well as potential intel on the new super weapon. Investigate the hotel and find out what the Gestapo are trying to hide. XP and skill point accumulation is earned across campaign and survival modes, but you can allocate these skills differently for each game mode. Okay. Let's customize and find the workbench in the dead drop mission. So I do have the suppressor for the Labelle model 1886 now. In the next mission, I am going to have to find the workbench for the SMGs. However, I'm just gonna hop in and start the game.
From the ongoing analysis of Vertigo's files, we now know that this new superweapon involves the nearby district of Fourvière. There, a greatly increased Nazi presence throughout the region is being overseen by an unusually high number of Gestapo, who are operating out of offices situated within the Hotel Terminus. Among their concerns are high volumes of suspicious cargo passing through the train station. Last we knew, local resistance attempted to inspect some of the cargo, but we have since lost contact with them. Locate them, should you wish. While we don't yet know where these shipments are headed nor what they are, we believe some of these supplies are being stored within the hotel. Your orders are to recover intel from the Gestapo offices, inspect the cargo in the hotel's cellar, identify what warrants such protection at the train station, and use your discretion regarding how best to deal with anything you should find. Good luck.
Buena suerte y que la fuerza sea contigo. I know.
If Vertigo was right, the Nazis are cooking up some kind of super weapon.
You'd use a
if
star
I can
there.
find a way to the hotel and the train station, maybe I can find out what they're up to.
It'd be buena suerte y que la fuerza esté contigo. Lo siento. My Spanish is a bit rusty.
Sei froh, dass wir nicht dafür verantwortlich sind. In Saint-Ramon werden Köpfe rollen. Und hier? Meinst du, in Fourvière gibt es noch mehr von denen?
Darauf verwette ich dein Leben.
Hä? Du meinst, darauf verwettest du dein Leben?
If they don't stop this Allied invasion, the war will be lost. He was one of the first 8 members of the SS to protect Hitler, had to change his name to avoid the fame. No one believes him. Yeah, because that's complete bullshit. Foreign escape plan with this French mistress. He just needs to survive a few more days and he'll be on a beach in Spain within a week. After an accident on his grandparents' farm, he's terrified of dogs. Yeah, there was an accident. I got attacked by a dog at my uncle's house in Virginia. And by uncle, I don't mean like blood relative, I mean it's my dad's best friend, but still, would sooner die than surrender. Don't worry, buddy. I'm gonna try to sneak around all of yous. That way I don't have to. That way you don't have to do either. May take a bit longer. I want homeboy to escape with his mistress. Just deep down, all you really need in life is a French mistress. Wait.
Ist da jemand?
Oh, he's the one that collects antique coins. That's right, keep walking. There. Just knock him out. Like I said, he would rather die than surrender, so I'm gonna try to see if I can do this where he doesn't have to do either. Oh, there's a sniper. Over there. I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on some subsonic rounds. Should make my life so much easier.
Safe has been compromised, which explains why we lost contact. Looks like I'm gonna have to finish what they started.
Ist da jemand?
I've overstayed my... Better get out of here. Looks like I've nabbed everything worth having.
Hey, wach auf! Was ist passiert?
Wer ist da? Hallo? Was habe ich da gesehen?
See? I don't understand why Jonathan struggles so much with this. Much more than colored cloth, this flag probably nicked off a resistance lad tells a tale. Weathered but still flying, tough as nails, been through the ringer many times and defiant to the end. Fighting alongside them, I've seen their grit, their unwavering courage. They're not ones to back down no matter the odds. Can't say I always had the highest opinion of the resistance, but being among them, I soon saw what they were made of and was proud to be considered one of them eventually. Brave lot, every last one of them. Okay, so I can't transfer the ammo to my weapon because we have different weapons. I'm using a lapel. This is a K98. However, I will use as much, like, I will use this for the time being. Leveled up and earned skill points. Okay, I'll take the satchel charge. Shoe mine. Gotta be something else I can use. Okay. TNT.
This letter says there's another...
The cross of Lorraine marks our path. Behind it lies the hidden way. Discretion is paramount as MC likes to remind us. Move cautiously lest we be ensnared. Ensure no shadow trails our steps. In secrecy lies our...
Safe house. Somewhere in the town's central blocks. If I can find it, that might be where the resistance cell are hiding.
Yeah, something that I've learned from playing Sniper Elite over the years is one, the spelling differences between American English and British English, because well, I'm American, I speak American English. Secondly, just small grammatical differences, Hawker in he just says if I get to the safe house I can find where the resistance cell are hiding. It would be different in American English. In American English, you would the resistance cell is a group, but you'd treat the group as a single entity instead of you'd treat it as a singular instead of plural. So instead of
there's too many lights. Stay sharp.
It'd be where the resistance
cell
is hiding.
Much security.
Brits would treat the resistance cell as they, and Americans would treat it as it. So like it is hiding instead of they are hiding.
No time to waste, Harry. Need to move.
Took long enough.
Okay, once I patch myself up. Bleeding's halted. Patched up now. I can't see anything worth grabbing.
And then, like, when Zombie Army 4 came out, Fairburn said something along the lines of, I'm gonna need my torch here when going through, like, a tunnel or something, and he needed, like, it was dark, and he pulled out his flashlight. Might be a bit overkill, but it's... Yeah, that's something I should have learned from Battlefield 1. Not really a good idea to use the lapel.
I'm not seeing anything else.
And literally the only reason I'm using the label is because it's a French rifle and I'm playing... Like, this is in France and I'm, like, working with the French... Like, French resistance. Yeah, I'm gonna find the second safe house. I am going to find and kill Claude Laurent. I probably butchered that pronunciation, but unfortunately I'm like... Unfortunately there's nothing we can do about it now. At the current moment I don't have access to a native French speaker. Or a French speaker at all. Alright, chat, should I actually, you know, bite the bullet and learn French?
I'm certain to be spotted here.
Somebody somewhere's got to have the safe key. I'm not sure if I want to use my satchel charge on it though. Yeah. I'll use my satchel charge. Now, question is, do I keep? I mean, at this point, they already know where I am. Alright. White paint bucket. That means the resistance has to be nearby. Like, it's always either like white paint or blue paint to signify the resistance in every game.
Oh, thank goodness you're not a German. You must be the SOE agent Carillon mentioned before we lost communication.
Glad you're in one piece,
Here's
mate.
Here's the safe key.
Hidden.
Are you kidding
I'll
me?
let Carillon know you're safe.
Maybe once we kick the Nazi pigs out of France, I'll tell you why we color the fortress. Good hunting, English.
The resistance cellar's safe. Good to know. Might even put a smile on Carillon's face. Chance will be a fine thing.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going for a headshot with this thing from that distance. Okay, so glint, scope. Grew up in the city slums that hates the French countryside. What's so bad about the French countryside? What'd you get?
I'm a sitting duck right here. could use this sniper rifle.
Okay.
Nothing else worth finding around here.
Claims he once performed a magic show for Hitler. Yeah. He knows so much about weapons that the last thing to ever go through his mind is a bullet.
Claude Leronde, collecting the line for you, traitor. Game's got me kind of torn. Because, like, on the one hand, I'm helping the French, and, like, Guess that's all.
as an American, much like the rest of the world, you know, don't really care for the French. However, when you get down to the nitty gritty, the French are basically the Americans.
All right then,
like,
off we go.
Like the French people are basically like the Americans of Central Europe or Western Europe. Because, like, everybody hates them. Like how the rest of the world hates Americans. But then again, they don't hate the French so much that they'll discredit any invention that the French make and say that it was from, like, some other culture had invented it first. Like, I've had people genuinely try to convince me that, like, blue jeans, which were created in America, aren't American because because France invented denim, and blue jeans are made out of denim. So apparently if it's made out of denim, it has to be French. And I'm like, the fuck? How does that work? And then, like, had someone try to convince me that, like, I mean, a lot of Europeans will try to convince Americans that, like, hamburgers aren't American, they're German. Which, again, no. The hamburger was invented at a place called Louis Lunch. And they say, oh no, it's
Of course, the Gestapo made their nest in the town's fanciest hotel. Tyranny always did have a taste for luxury. Nothing else to find.
So, it's like Europeans will try to tell you no, it's hamburgers are German because hamburgers in Germany. Or they'll say or they'll try to convince you that like the hamburger is it's based on the Hamburg steak. Which, again, no, it's not. They have, like, the only similarity is they have Hamburg in the name. The Hamburg, like, if you look at the ingredients for a Hamburg steak, the ingredients are more in line with a different American dish. Meatloaf. So if the Hamburg steak would have influenced anything, it would have been meatloaf.
Bloody hell. This place is crawling with Nazis. Must be Gestapo HQ for the entire region. Can't afford to get caught here.
How am I going to get in? Well, I guess that answers my question. I assume I highly doubt anything's going to be on the first floor. I'm going to have to go up to at least the second floor. Oh, what's this? Hotel Terminus is being repurposed for Gestapo headquarters effective immediately. We must ensure there is a seamless transition with minimal disruption of operations. Staffing needs are increasing due to a large number of Gestapo personnel. Please, no more resignations. We are understaffed as is. Attendants must be on hand at all times to satisfy our new guests' needs promptly and maintain their quarters in pristine condition. Efficiency and professionalism are paramount. Lena, I'm really worried about you with everything going on, especially with the Nazis around. Please stay safe and don't take any unnecessary risks. We've always had each other's back since childhood. I need you to come back in one piece. I can't wait to catch up when this is all over, but your safety comes first. Take care of yourself, and then... Let's see. Gruppenführer got shocked. The Reich proudly celebrates its domination over the rail network. I know this is supposed to be the French, like this is, oh, it's from the desk of Major General Laronde. So it's, hang on. Yeah, I got to do my over-the-top, outrageous French accent. All right, where's Pierre? I haven't done this in a while. Gruppenführer got shocked. The Reich proudly celebrates its dominion over the rail network, achieved through unwavering might and strategic supremacy. Security measures have been bolstered to safeguard our control, and while the possibility of increased resistance persists, be assured that those who dare oppose us will face the swiftest and most severe consequences. However, recent interference caused by Special Committee C's new directives pose a frustrating obstacle. We remain resolute in our determination to maintain control over the rail network, but this becomes much more difficult when such directives reduce our user authority. Perhaps we can meet to discuss these new arrangements further. From the desk of General Major Laronde. Okay, key to the penthouse. Wreck-It Ralph really wanted that thing. There might be some stuff down here. I already have all my grenades.
Du machst mir keine Angst, du Feigling.
I am going to check every single room in this hotel. Okay, FP45 Liberator. I'm not going loud. I'm gonna try as best I can. To avoid going loud. So dedicated to this that I even decided not to bring my loudencer. Instead, I brought my silencer. Alright, there's gotta be a... Oh yeah, there's a staircase over here. That'll lead me up to the next floor. I think there's an enemy somewhere on this floor.
That's my cue. Time to go.
Na los! Bist du? Verdammter Scharfschütze!
Alright, fine. Well, now I know not to whiff on my shots. Bring me back to this floor. Okay. The Liberator, again, don't need it, don't want it. There's a lot more stuff. You're on, I think, hopefully. Don't quote me on that. Alright, let me... Before I do anything, let me heal. Let's sneak over here.
Time to go, Harry.
Or what a freaking drama queen.
I can't see anything worth grabbing.
How do they have nothing worth grabbing? See if thing Jonathan doesn't realize, if he actually... If he took the time to watch any of my Sniper Elite streams, then he would be so much better at the game. Okay, so I have 2 penthouse keys now. Okay, I'm right back where I started. Okay, that's where I gotta be. Oh, don't worry, I'll circle back over to that side. But since I'm already over here, I may as well. This is the penthouse, ain't it?
Intel on the superweapon project.
Attention all. The Allied attack on the dam has compromised our timeline, making it vital that the Kleine Bloom project is greatly accelerated. Increased resistance activity near Fourviere and Site D are being dealt with. All resources must focus on locating and eliminating these threats. Ensures that the cargo passing through the train station encounters no obstacles. I will not tolerate failure. From the desk of Gruppenführer Gottschalk.
And its name, Klein.
Search the rail yard and cargo.
Bloomer. Plus references to a dozen or so locations across France. This Nazi scheme might be bigger than we thought.
Doubt there's anything in the bathroom. If there's... Okay, that's just a supply area.
Can't go home. I also can't stay here. I need to move.
Yeah, there's gotta be more clues somewhere. Come down here. Maybe there's something down in this, like, cellar? Okay. Why waste time picking the lock? I have bolt cutters for a reason. Silence PO8. Okay.
This is bad. Looks like we're dealing with a chemical superweapon. But the Nazis don't use stuff like that on the battlefield. Well, till now.
They don't have any stop or hiding. There we go. Now, am I going to waste time climbing all the way back up to the penthouse just so I can take the zip line? Of course I am. Is there anything you can do to stop me? Of course not. I go all the way over there for no reason? Yes, I did. There we go. Had a younger brother who died in a resistance ambush, will not let his death be for nothing. That's awfully valiant of him. However,
Wehrt ihn ab! Das ist unser Land! Verteidigt es!
joined the army for action and adventure. Has had a lot of the former, not much of the latter. It's just how it is, man. Things just go to the Allies to send troops over for him to use as target practice.
Unser Land! Verteidigt es!
Has nightmares about having to shoot the rabid family dog. Plus visiting French art galleries and museums. Journalist first hand. Local paper. She had taken his father's advice and gone to study in England before the war. If I did that correctly, they should be panicking. I think my best bet probably be to look for the cargo transport documents first.
Moment mal.
Overstayed my welcome. Better get out of here.
Safe assumption is it's going to be either the most difficult place to search, or the last place you would be able to search.
A manifest?
May 20th, 1944. Origin classified, destination site DEFH. Cargo details: solvents 1,000 crates, status dispatched. Destination site D 950 crates, site F 50 crates. Reactants 1450 crates, status various. Destination site D 1400 crates, site H 50 crates. Classified chemical A 850 crates, status dispatched. Destination site D 820 crates, site F 30 crates. Classified chemical B 600 crates, status ready to dispatch. Destination site E, all of them.
These Germans are shifting a lot of cargo, and all over France. Mostly heading to Site D. Well, that can't be a coincidence.
My dearest Magda, I cannot overstate my sorrow in missing our daughter's second birthday. I miss her dearly. Have all her teeth come in now? And is she walking? She must be growing up so quickly. The war consumes me. Yet thoughts of you and our family keep me grounded. I cling to the hope of returning soon, though I know better now than to promise you that which is out of my control. The brutality of this war is made easier to bear when I think of the pair of you, a reminder of the peace that must wait at the end of the war. Know that despite the distance, my love for you remains unwavering. Yours, Abel Ingman. Aw. There's no way they can be that dense.
Guess that's all. No time to waste, Harry. Need to move.
Good thing I grabbed the satchel charge. Got a slow fuse. But I'm too lazy to wait. $373, $341, $319. Well, a lot easier to go this way. He's never missed Berlin contest in his life. Never wants to see France again after the war's over. There are rumors about a secret project that will end Germany the war. But you get on the action, it's smuggling operation at the train station. Oberstleutnant Müller. Following recent directives, I conducted a spot check of the basement where classified items are stored. To my dismay, I was able to gain access without encountering a single guard nor being challenged for identification. This lack of security is utterly unacceptable. The basement was meticulously guarded for maximum security and discretion, but it is meaningless if not properly guarded. I expect immediate action to rectify this. From the desk of Oberkommandeur Dietrich Wirtz.
Tall grass. Itchy, but stealthy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mission fulfilled. Reconnaissance carried out by Hawker confirms the Nazis have been transporting high volumes of specialized equipment, the nature of which strongly implies their superweapon project to be chemical in its nature. A cargo manifest acquired by Hawker further confirms this thesis. In addition to the equipment, vast quantities of chemicals are being transported by rail through and from Fourvière. Fortunately, we have a lead as to where. Intel recovered from Gestapo offices have revealed a number of sites with ties to the superweapon project. which we now know to be called Kleiner Blume. Of particular interest is Site D, which we believe to be the manufacturing plant for the weapon. While our on-site codebreaker deciphers the final Vertigo files to identify the precise location of Site D, a new and urgent matter has come to light, requiring Captain Hawker's immediate attention.
Let's see, lethal assault. Grenade throwback. Triangulation. Okay, that works. Now let's see, what can I get? Let's see. Extended mag. Put a fixed frame stock, which I will. And non-lethal? I'll keep that. That's good. Stock. Receiver. What can I do? Standard baffles. Remove the baffles or solid stealth baffles. Standard issue. I can. No. I'll keep that, and we'll worry about that in the next episode. But for now, that's going to be it. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to comment, like, subscribe if you're new, or if you have not done so yet. And until next time, I am Rating Gaming. Stay frosty.